Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Kind of want to go over my kayak that I picked back up over the spring. It's a Perception Outlaw 11.5 foot. Yeah, I bought it used offline for like 600 bucks. It's in pretty good shape. Had one little small tear in the seat, nothing, no big deal. We're getting ready to do a few modifications to it. I got plans on putting a bow mount trolling motor with a remote control. Guys, one of the things we're going to do today is I'm going to put this deck plate so I have access to get in there to the wires. I'm doing a 5-inch here in the center. I'm going to be doing a 4-inch one right here in the bow, and then another 5-inch one in the back. Just that way I have access to run all my wiring and everything. Like I said, 5-inch in the back fits good, 5-inch in the center, and a 4-inch up here in the bow. Guys, we're going to go ahead and put this one in today. I'll kind of show you how we do it. All you'll need for that's a jigsaw and a drill bit to get your hole started. Deluxe anchor trolley kit from Kayak gear. Yeah, that's got everything you need, the whole anchor trolley system. The Kayak gear anchor cleat, tie the anchor off with. As I picked up this anchor spool, I'm just going to leave it on the spool. I think it'll be easier to keep up with and not get so tangled. You guys have to stay with us. Let's get it all on. First one we're going to do is the deck plate, guys. Like I said, this 5-inch deck plate in this center hole. It's just a little loose on that inside ring right there. So what I'm going to do is take and drill my hole, and I'm going to leave about a 16th of an inch of that line all the way around. That way when I set this thing in there, it should be good and tight. I'm going to take and run a bead of marine grade silicone, a Star Bright. You pick it up at Walmart. Around both sides of it. We'll clean it with some alcohol around both sides before we stick her in there. But guys, I'm going to get it cut, and we'll see y'all back in just a minute. Alright, so we got the deck hole cut out for the hatch. Guys, hold on to your piece of plastic that comes out. You can use it to patch holes or anything if needed. Like I said, I hope I never have to use it, but in case I do, I'm gonna hold on to all 3 of these. Guys, like I said, I left just a little bit, maybe a 16th. That hole in this thing fits in here really tight, nice and snug, don't move around. At that point, guys, we're gonna hold it down. We're gonna take our 1/8 of an inch drill bit. Our 1/8 of an inch bit. I'm gonna get my holes to where I want them. Kind of center it up. That's just preference. It ain't gotta be no certain way, but I'm gonna go ahead and pop me a couple of my holes center. Like I said, I'm using an 1/8 of an inch bit. Alright guys, what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and take those 2 screws and just kind of get them stored in there a little bit, hold it in place. That way they all line up real good. Like I said, just going to start these 2 to hold everything in place. Go ahead and pop my other 4. Alright guys, we're going to take some alcohol and clean the surface up, run a bead of silicone around that, and this thing's ready to go. Guys, one thing I forgot to mention, I just took and cleaned my cut up a little bit. I got it's a PVC deburring tool. Pretty cool little tool you can pick up at the hardware store. It kind of makes it easier to clean up. You can deburr all your PVC cuttings you make, and we're good on the kayak. Guys, we're gonna take a little alcohol pad, just clean the surface. Both sides real good. I want that silicone to bond good so it stays watertight. We're gonna put a bead of our marine grade silicone around there, seal it off. Alright guys, there's the Deckhatch 5-inch. Like I said, that'll allow us, it ain't a dry storage area. I could have got one with the bag, but all I'm after is getting access to my wirings. Like I said, I'll use it here in a second to reach over to my anchor cleat that I'm gonna put over here, because I'd rather do the bolts and locking nut on it, stainless steel. Let's jump on the anchor trolley system. We got our Deckhatch installed. We're gonna jump on the anchor trolley system now. Like I said, we picked up the Yak Gear Deluxe anchor trolley. It came with everything you needed. Guys, this is an essential on the kayak, in my opinion. We've fished without them before. It's kind of tough. If you got one of these, it'll allow you to anchor your anchor all the way to the stern or the bow. It'll position your kayak into the wind where you want it instead of spinning circles with you. You can ask Christian, it comes in handy for sure. Guys, the only tools you'll need for this little job, some kind of marking device. I'm just going to use a pencil, tape measure, a 3/8 drill bit for your whale nuts, and a 1/8 of an inch drill bit for all your stainless steel screws. Guys, what you want to do to start with is, I'm going to come back here and make a mark 12 inches. I'm going to come about a foot off of the bow of the boat with your front hole. That'll be the hole without the pulley. The pulleys will face the center of the kayak. Guys, you want to position this thing 3 inches off the deck line. And you got your deck line and then your water line. You want to come 3 inches off the deck line, just above the water line. I'm going to make a mark, pop my 3/8 hole. Let's go ahead and make us some mark here. About a foot. Ain't gonna be perfect. Somewhere around a foot is what it calls for. And like I said, you're gonna try to go 3 inches. I don't quite have 3, so I'm gonna come just above the water line with it. Take probably 3/8 hole. Like I said, this kit come with 4 whale nuts. Guys, I prefer the bolts and nuts, but sometimes they're hard to get to. These whale nuts are probably the next best thing in my opinion. They work really good. You guys, don't put no silicone on these. It'll cause it to spin and not seal good, but it's got the threads on the inside of it. But once you place this thing in your 3/8 hole there, it should fit perfectly. Go ahead and take one of your stainless steel screws that it comes with. I'm going to leave this one loose for now. I'm just going to get it started. Leave it loose so you can spin it and get it where you want it. Guys, what I'm going to do is take my 1/8 of an inch drill bit. And I'm going to mark that one where I want it, just as a little pilot, like a center punch. So like I said, I used my 1/8 of an inch drill bit, made me just a little mark there. Pop my other weld nut in. Yeah, this one here is ready to lock down. I don't like to use a drill on these, I just tighten it by hand. Like I said, these weld nuts, you don't have to use no silicone. All my stainless steel screws that I use for my pad eyes and my anchor cleat, I will put silicone on those. The way these weld nuts, they shrivel up back there, make like a rubber washer seal. That's it on that one. We're going to come back here and repeat the same process on the back. Like I said, just come about a foot off of the stern. About a foot off the stern, about 3 inches down if you can get there, just above the water line, 3 inches below the deck line. Alright, so we got both of our pulleys installed here. We're going to run our rope through. Like I said, got rope run through, come through the bottom of that pulley, across the top, through the top of that one, out the bottom. Came with a little piece of heat shrink. I'm going to use it just to, I'll show you in a second. Go ahead and slide it over your rope. And the knot that we're going to tie in it here, it's like a uni knot. Pull you out some tag line, use your finger here. I'm just going to make a couple of loops around my finger real loose. And you're going to feed it back through. As that's going to be a super solid knot right there. It's not going anywhere. Now we got our pulleys on, we got our string fed through. We got our stainless steel carabiner to clip our anchor onto. Yeah, now we're going to do the pad eyes. And what you want to do, don't mount it straight. Kind of turn the bottom side towards the center of the kayak at just a slight angle. Then I'm going to take my 1/8 of an inch drill bit. Make me a pilot hole. I'm doing my cut it off. I'll take a little bit of my silicone there and just dab the end of that screw. I said, just put that on just a slide angle right there. Same thing, little silicone. And there should be watertight. Make sure you don't over tighten these. Snug with that silicone and that plastic, and they ain't coming loose, guys. Same thing on this one back here. You're gonna come about 1/3 of the way down. I said I don't want to put this one through my sticker, so I'm gonna come about right here. That's probably gonna work out about perfect. Be about 1/3, but you wanna angle the bottom of it just towards the center. We're gonna get those holes drilled and siliconed up, and we'll be ready for the cleat. Yeah, same thing. It's the self-tapping stainless steel screws. Take your 1/8 of an inch bit. You just want to position this one just wherever you're comfortable. I'm going right here with mine. That's what's going to suit me the best to be able to get to it. A little dab of your silicone on the end of the screw. Like I said, don't over tighten these, just good and snug is all they need to be. Alright guys, we got us a fully functional. Like I said, I can run that anchor all the way through the center up there. I better bring it all the way back to the stern. Get it where I want it. Locked into place. Only thing I got left to do now, fellas, is we're gonna take this anchor cleat here. Yeah, clear anchor cleat, and I think I'm gonna mount it. Probably gonna wind up going right here with it, I think. I'm not sure. I'm gonna kind of contemplate on that in a minute, and we'll get back with you and kind of show you how it's gonna work. Anchor trolley system is intact, ready to roll. You know, like I said, super easy to work. If I needed it up there at the bow, I haven't got my anchor yet, but that's what it's going to attach to. As I just pull my slack out, tie it off to my cleat there. She's ready to go. Lock her down in the cleat down there, and it ain't moving nowhere. That'll hold it at the bow of the boat. If you needed it back here at the stern, just gonna pop it loose. Pull your slack out, and that's going to hold you perfectly. If you was facing into a dock with the wind blowing in that way, you'd want it back here at the stern, so it holds you straight into it. Guys, like I said, if y'all have any questions about anything that we did here today, y'all drop a comment. We'd be more than glad to help you out. But that's it for the anchor trolley and the Deckhatch install. Guys, here for too long, we'll do a video on how we're going to go about mounting our bow mount trolling motor. And, probably most likely a fish finder too. Guys, y'all drop a comment, smash that like and subscribe button for us. Appreciate you guys.